Before anything else, I am happy to say Totalbiscuit's cancer has shrank by more than 50% in just 4 treatments. The battle is not over, but it is being won. Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Monday, September 26th, 2016. Welcome back, welcome back. How was your weekend? What games did you play? Over mine, I upgraded to Windows 10. Seems alright for now, nothing's blown up, but come talk to me in a week, we'll see how it is. But let's get on to the news with a leak for the Nintendo NX. Tesco put up the NX on their website with a release date of December 31st, 2016, which is probably just a placeholder date, but what isn't is the price of 349 British pounds. Which is roughly $450 US. Seems about right to me, but let's hope it's a good machine. Valve has made a statement saying more changes are coming to the Steam storefront, with the most significant changes coming to the curator system. It took Valve 2 years to let curators say recommended or not recommended. The developer of Dishonored 2 says you will not understand the game the first time through and will need a second playthrough. Cool, replay value is always a good thing. In a new trailer for Yooka-Laylee, the long-beloved character Shovel Knight shows up for some reason. Yay! The Division's public test servers are live starting today. Players can try out new patches before they launch. Playground Games, the makers of Forza Horizon, have announced on Friday that the first Forza Horizon will be shutting down on October 20th. And then Trails in the Sky has just been pulled from the European PSN because of an expired licensing issue. No word on if it will be returning, which means it's time for release announcements. And in an announcement of an announcement, a reveal for Battlefield 1 single-player campaign is coming tomorrow. The trailer for Hitman Episode 5 leaked today when it was supposed to debut tomorrow too. Whoops. Find a link to view the whole thing down below. Dead by Daylight got its first piece of paid DLC called the 80s Suitcase, and you can now dress your character up in a bunch of 80s themed clothing to comfort you while you're being stalked by a giant madman in a mask with a machete. Super Dungeon Brothers is a co-op arcade-style dungeon crawler that releases for PS4, Xbox One, and PC on November 1st for $20 US, or your regional equivalent. Then finally for teasers, if you used to play Battlefield 2142, then you know that the servers are offline. That is, until now! A fan-made project has started unofficial servers, logging over 1,000 concurrent players in the last week. Another emulator showed up on the Xbox Game Store. Find out for what console today on News Cartridge. The big story today, of course, is Minecraft. Minecon took place over the weekend, and as always, insight was given into future updates and features. 1.1 is coming with a bunch of changes to exploration. One big one, which I appreciate, are random portals which will spawn in the end to bring you back to the center end island. Woodland mansions will now generate in dark oak forests, and to further push players to get out and about, treasure maps will lead you to a specific location for loot. Llamas are coming, which can be ridden using a carpet, nice little touch there, and they keep wolves away using a spit attack. I'm not sure if players can use that ability at will. Coming in October is a new DLC pack for the console version, which contains a Chinese mythology themed world and 41 new skins. At the same time, an update is coming to the console version, adding polar bears, beetroot, and banners. It's always nice to see the console version come more in line with the PC version. That's coming on October 4th, and speaking of ubiquitous versions, the boss update is coming after that to Minecraft Pocket Edition. That includes Windows 10, Gear VR, and Oculus Touch versions, adding the Elder Guardian, Ocean Temples, and adjusts the Wither boss battle. For a link for more details from Minecon, please see the description down below, as well as links for sources for all of today's stories. Next up are some big changes coming to Overwatch. Let's start with the easier one, which is Symmetra, reported by Jeff Kaplan as Overwatch's least played hero. As such, Blizzard is looking into buffing her, but they're not sure exactly what way yet. A buff is being considered for Junkrat to have his special take less time to start up, but Symmetra is not proving as easy to find a solution for. If you have an idea and want to let me know about it, please do so in the comment section down below. And a big change is coming to analog stick aiming. It will affect both the console and the PC versions, but due to the nature of the hardware, console players are more likely to be affected by this change. Controllers will now default to a setting with a dual mode zone, and when the player reaches the outermost 10% of the stick's range, the sensitivity will increase with low acceleration. It's a really interesting change, and it's currently available on Overwatch's public test servers. Give it a try and let me know what you think of it in the comment section down below too. In the quick spot is Microsoft yet again letting questionable software through their store. Questionable not in a sense of it being harmful or a nuisance, but in a, are they going to let that happen? Sort of way. Another emulator has shown up on the Xbox Game Store, this one for Nintendo 64 games. It claims it will let users play all Nintendo 64 games. Not sure how this long is going to stay available, but grab it now while you can. You can bet by tomorrow it's not going to be there. Finally today, over the weekend, Capcom rolled back an update to Street Fighter V for PC. Now this will all sound like a bunch of technical mumbo-jumbo, but as always, I'll explain what's what as best as I can. It was discovered a rootkit was installed in a recent security update for Street Fighter V, which granted kernel-level access to the Windows operating system. The kernel has control over everything in your computer, down to memory management, the way that your keyboard and mouse talk to your CPU and then translate to your monitor, literally everything. And for some reason, Street Fighter V's anti-crack was asking permission for it when it totally doesn't need access to that at all. Now, having access to it does not mean that it'll automatically do wild and crazy things, but what it does do is open a huge, very easy to enter hole in your system for others to enter. For now, the security update Capcom wished to roll out has been rolled back, and a new patch has been issued with September's content included. Stay tuned to News Cartridge for a time frame for when the update rolls out properly. Hooray! It's time for tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Earthlock, Festival of Magic, Dino Adventure, Catcher VR, Rogue Wizards, Licht Spear, Office Freakout, Cluster Truck, Gun Gal Double Piece, 5 Champions of Canaan, Bow Mage, The Body VR, Sig.Null, and FIFA 17. For PlayStation 4, Darkest Dungeon, FIFA 17, XCOM 2, and Dead Rising 2. For Xbox One, FIFA 17, XCOM 2, and Dead Rising 2. For Nintendo 3DS, Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice, and River City, Tokyo Rumble. For Xbox 360, FIFA 17. For PlayStation 3, FIFA 17. And for PlayStation Vita, Darkest Dungeon. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And what's a guest's favorite country? The Netherlands.